Welcome to this tutorial. We will demonstrate how to log in to Google, create a Google Classroom, and invite your students. Let's get started. You're going to open up Google Chrome. Google Chrome is designed to work completely with Google Apps. Google Chrome web browser almost operates like an operating system. It is much like a mobile device, like a cell phone. Sign into Google, so make sure that you have your account, and in my case, I'm using LastPass Password Manager to do all the thinking for me. This is optional. I recommend that you use a recovery phone number in case you forget your password. However, your administrator should be able to unlock your account. So once you're logged in my case, I was trying to access drive.google.com, which is Google Drive. You're going to click over here in this area, and this is where your Google Apps icons are, these 9 squares. We are going to go down to where it says More, and most of you should see Google Classroom in this area. In my case, I'm using a demo account, so I'm going to have to find it. I'm going to go Even More from Google. These are all the Google apps available to you. As you can see, they're categorized by web, mobile, business, media, geo, specialized search, home office, social, and I am not seeing Google Classroom. So perhaps I can search for it. Google Classroom. Hey, that works. Okay, so I'm currently signed in as demo. As you can see, an outside email account will not work. It has to use a domain account. So we're going to click on my account. LastPassword already puts in my password for me. So here's all the classes that I have. For this tutorial, we'll use the flipped classroom as the example. Actually, this is something that's already created. So I'm going to go back. And all these were created by me. You just simply click this plus sign in the upper right corner. If you have no classrooms, it should give you a message saying create your first class. And you click on that plus sign, you click join class if you're a student, or create class if you're the teacher. For the teacher, you're going to type in a name. This will be a test classroom. Section would be the topic. We're going to talk about Google Classroom. Subject, introduction. Okay, and you're going to click create. Immediately you have a classroom. Immediately you have a classroom. So as you can see, it gave me a default theme, which is this background here. If you do not want this background, you can simply click on select theme, and they give you options. Here's some options that you can select if you want. You might like this butterfly here. Just select it and click select class theme. That's cool. Or you can upload a photo if you have something you like to post. Just make sure it's good quality. And another thing is that as you can see, this right here is not a typical shape of a photo like this rectangle, and most pictures are set for 1280 by 1024. I'm not sure, but essentially it's special shape, so you might have to crop it. It's going to zoom in. It might not look how you want. So just make sure you upload a high quality image. So here's the classroom. Currently there's nothing going on. This big plus sign in the bottom right corner is your friend. Right here you can create announcements, create assignments, create questions, and you can obviously recycle posts. If you have multiple classrooms, you can actually make a post to all classes. In my case, I have multiple. So let's say I'm going to create an announcement. Click that. On the announcement, I am going to just put something generic there. Topic is generic topic. I can post a video on YouTube. Let's say I don't have one, so I'll say Pledge of Allegiance. You can actually search for videos and embed it in there. Just make sure it's appropriate. I would always recommend that you test the video. And if you look, it says post in. I have test classroom, Google Class, and there's all the rest of them. I can do multiple classes at the same time. In this case, I don't want to disturb any of my other classes. And so you can simply click post. Now if you notice, this is just content. There is no assignment here. If you click on this plus sign and you create an assignment, you can actually set a due date on this one. So we're going to be test 2. Due date, let's say it's due end of the week. At time is optional. You can set it for 1 p.m. Okay. Topic, generic topic. Look at saved what I did last. And you can attach a file here if you'd like. So there's a slideshow from Google Slides. Add. Now they have to watch the slideshow. Students can view file. Students can edit. Or you'd make a copy for each student. In my case, I'll just do view. That way they can't mess with my file and change anything. And so what's going to happen differently is I'm going to click assign. I can schedule it to assign them at 9 a.m. or I can just assign it now. And right away, if you have students loaded, they'll all get this. Now in my case, I have 0 students. So if you want to invite students, simply click on students and you can give them this code here. It's much like Edmodo for those of you who are familiar with Edmodo, but you'll give them this code. They will go to classroom.google.com and log in as a student instead of a teacher, and they'll type in that code. Just be careful. This right here is not a 0, it's a letter O, so just be careful that you're using the right letters. Here's the code for your students, or you can invite them personally. So you can click invite students, and I can say account. I believe I made some. Yeah, test me. That student. Invite student. Now, student A is going to get an invitation. Right here it says invited. It will let me know who has accepted. Matter of fact, I have another classroom that I can give you an example of what that'll look like. In this case, I invited several, and not all of them have joined. Once they join, you will see it will no longer say invited. They'll be active. You can click on them. You can see who joined and who has not yet. So those students will be aware of the assignment. The others, you'll know who to contact. Okay, and once they complete your assignment, it will mark as done. So let's say there's 10, 0 done. You'll begin to see who completed it. Another thing, this created a folder in my Google Drive called Classroom. There it is. Should be a folder called Classroom created. And this classroom is this is for Google Files. As you can see, here's a folder for my test classroom, and there should be any files that I attach into this class should post there. Students will be able to click on this and it'll open up. So this is a Word, you embedded a Word, PowerPoint document, or even Google Slides. It automatically opens it for them, and they'll be able to watch your slideshow that you prepared for them. And check it as completed, that they actually watched it, so that they can be held accountable to what you created, and they can get started with the class. Okay, they'll go back and they'll mark it as done. That's it for this demonstration. Thank you for watching.